Questionnaire Design and Fieldwork Part 2, prepared by Dr. Nazatushima Abdurrani, Unit KL Business School. Learning Outcomes: to implement do and don'ts while designing the questionnaire. Number 2, to know how to validate the survey questionnaire. Number 3, know how to pretest the questionnaire. Advantages and disadvantages of closed-ended and open-ended questionnaire. Close-ended advantages: easy and quick to answer, easy to compare responses across the respondents, answer easier to analyze on computer, response choices make questions clearer, easy to replicate study. Open-ended advantages: number 1, permit unlimited number of answers or allows unlimited number of answers. Number 2, respondent can qualify and clarify responses. Number 3, can find the unanticipated answer. Number 4, reveal respondents' thinking process. Disadvantages of closed-ended questionnaire. Number 1, can put ideas in respondents' head. Number 2, respondent can feel constrained and frustrated. Many choices can be confusing. Number 4, cannot tell if respondent misinterpreted the question. Number 5, fine distinction may be lost. Open-ended questionnaire. Disadvantages: answer can be irrelevant. Number 2, inarticulate or forgetful respondents are at disadvantage. Number 3, coding responses are subjective and tedious. Number 4, requires more response time and effort. Step for questionnaire design. 1. Defining the target population. To define the target population, you need to define the target population clearly. Who will be your target respondent? Number 2. Draw the sampling frame, sampling method, and sample size and design the questionnaire and take into account demographic information of the respondent. Number 2 for questionnaire design is language. What language is the respondent going to understand and respond in? For students in Malaysia, you are required to have two languages at least, Bahasa Malaysia and also English. Number 3, deciding on what to ask. You must know what are the dependent variables, independent variables, and confounding variables or factors related to both dependent and independent variable that might influence results. Okay, that will be the basis of your item in your questionnaire. Okay, for questionnaire design, number 4, deciding how to ask. Questionnaire can be closed-ended and open-ended, yeah, depending on the context of your questionnaire. And questionnaire design, wording of individual question. That's the last one, the wording of individual question. So you have to be very careful on the wording. First, you must use short and simple sentences. Number 2, ask for only one piece of information at a time. Number 3, avoid negative if possible. Use positive words. Number 4, ask precise questions. Number 5, questions must generate the required information. Number 6, words must have the same meaning to all respondents. Number 7, avoid leading questions. Number 8, avoid hypothetical questions, meaning to say you should not ask your something like will make your respondent make assumptions or hypothetical. And number 9, do not overtax the respondent's memory. Number 10, ensure those you ask have the necessary knowledge so they can answer. And number 11, level of details. Number 12, sensitive issues should not be asked. And number 13, minimize bias. Yeah, your questionnaire should not be biased because it might influence the respondent answer. Steps for questionnaire design. Number 6, sequencing of questions. Opening question should be easy and non-threatening question. Question must flow in the psychological order sequence. Question variety. Put the most important items in the first half of the questionnaire. Do not start with embarrassing questions. Start with easy questions. Go from general to specific, from factual to abstract, from closed to open questions, and leave demographic and impersonal questions last. Number 7, length of questionnaire, ask only necessary question. Number 8, ease of recording. Questionnaire design should be easy, visible, and sufficient information to avoid confusion. Number 9, coding. Questionnaire is coded before doing the fieldwork. Number 10, analysis required. You must know types of measurement and analysis before designing your questionnaire. General appearance of a questionnaire. Introduction. Number 1, introduction to respondent should be there, or we can say a cover letter. Number 2, instruction. Yeah, how to answer the questionnaire. Number 3, concluding questionnaire with an open-ended question and thanks. You must have a thank you remark at the end of your questionnaire to show that you appreciate their time and effort. Yeah, for lending their time to answer your or responding to your questionnaire. Okay, you must say thank you to them. Retesting questionnaire. The purpose. Number 1, the wording of the questions are correct to convey the same meaning to all the respondents. Yeah, when you test, actually you want to test the wording of the questions, whether they are correct, whether they convey the same meaning to all respondents, or it is open for assumption. Okay. And then number 2, you should not allow them to make assumption in your questionnaire. Make sure that bear that in your mind. And number 2, whether the questions have been placed in the right sequence. Okay. And number 3, whether the questions are clearly understood by all classes of respondents. And number 4, whether additional questions are needed or whether some question should be eliminated. Okay, this is when you do your pre-testing of your questionnaire, or some people say pilot testing. Yes, you need to do pilot test at least 50 questionnaire in order to see whether the items is useful or validate. It can be validated. And to be safe, you should have at least minimum 100 questionnaire, 100 respondent or 150 respondent uh, for your pilot test, so your result much more clearer and better and stronger, on the validity and reliability test. And then number 5, whether the instruction to interviewers are clear and adequate. Okay, when you do pre-testing, this is where you will get feedback from the respondent whether they are confused or they don't know what you want and whatsoever, and need to ask question. Ask you to clarify certain things again and again. So be very careful, yeah, with your questionnaire design. Okay, I think that's all for today, and I hope my video lecture will help you a bit. And if you have any question, do not hesitate to make appointment to see me. You can email or WhatsApp. Okay, we can communicate anytime and with any types of modes. I think that's all for today. Thank you and have a great day ahead and good luck for your research. Bye.